Hi friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day today. So today's video we're going to sit down and unbox not one but two Boxycharm Premium boxes. We're going to be unboxing the May box as well as the April box because if you didn't notice, I didn't get a chance to upload that video. So I figured I would just kind of throw everything into one video this time, and I'm kind of glad that I did because this month's box I kind of got a lot of skincare. And I kind of want to play with more makeup on camera because skincare, while it is definitely essential, it's more fun to talk about makeup. So yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, then make sure to keep on watching this video, of course. And while you're at it, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button. And now let's get into it. Okay, so since we got so many different products to try out in this video, I'm just going to show really quickly what I got in each box, and then we'll go to the try-on portion. Devin is playing games with his friends online, so if you hear a bunch of like clicking sounds aggressively, that's just he's hitting the controller. And then if he screams at the screen, you know how guys are, I will try to edit out what I can, but if not, just enjoy the show. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with what I got in last month's box. First up, I have a set of reusable cotton pads, and I'm so excited to get these. I know it doesn't seem like something I should be excited about, but I have been looking for some reusable cotton pads for a long time, and it's just not something that I got around to purchasing on my own, so I'm really glad that I got it in the Boxycharm box. And you can use these up to 250 times each. The next item that we have is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. Now this one I think is the mattifying primer. I have the hydrating primer and I kind of enjoy it, but I've never tried the mattifying version of it, so we'll definitely give this a try in today's video. As well as the next piece of makeup. There was more makeup last month, I promise. This month, there just really wasn't a whole lot to work with. But I got sent the NARS blush, and this is in the shade Gaiety, however you say it. This is a very bright blush. This is honestly not something I would pick for myself, but maybe, I don't know, with possibly the pink hair, it might clash with it and look really, really weird, or it could look really good. So we'll give it a try. The next item that we have that I was also quite excited about, we have a duo rollerball glosses, and this is from Incredible. I love their rollerball glosses. I've already had a couple from Sephora, and I enjoyed them so much. I kept them in my purse for the longest time until they went bad, because this stuff will go an extremely long way. But this particular variety, one has quartz in it and the other one has amethyst. So it has little crystals in the containers themselves. And I think it's supposed to be something about your chakras or this or that. You know, I don't really know much about that, so I can't speak about it other than look at the pretty crystals. That's pretty much the beginning and end of it for me. We have an eyeliner from Dose of Colors, and this is in the shade Maybe Baby. And this is a real beautiful, deep forest green eyeliner. I really like the packaging on this. I think they did a good job on it. And I tried doing a test swatch earlier and then tried to use a brush to kind of smudge it out because I have a certain look I want to do. But this stuff doesn't move. Like, you have to really, really, really get in there and fast because it sets really quickly. So I think that this is going to do something really good for the waterline. The next item that we have, and I'm so excited to give this a try, it is from Iconic London, and it's so reflective it's going to mess up the camera probably, but it is the Sunset to Sunrise eyeshadow palette. And this thing is so pretty. I've never had a chance to try their eyeshadow palettes before. I got sent one in another box, but honestly I forgot that I had it because I really need to do a declutter. It's sad at this point. But finally, I'm going to sit down and play with this, and it is so pretty. I've heard good things about it. If you have this in your collection, like if you got it in your box, please let me know what you thought of it. Okay, so that was everything in the April box. Let's get over to the May box. First up, we have an item from Rodile. These are the Dragon's Blood eye masks. They're made to hydrate and tone. So it's going to help with depuffing your eye area and hydrate your under eyes. I've never tried these before. Rodile has really, really good skincare, so I'm excited to give these a try. The next skincare item, and this is one that I already had the opportunity to review earlier, this is from Bloom Effects, the Royal Tulip Nectar. This is a moisturizing nectar, which this is actually an ointment to serum formulation, but yeah, I wear under my makeup like a moisturizer and it does well, and I especially love this as a sleeping mask. The next item that we have, and this is the last of the skincare, I told you there was quite a bit in this box. This is from Serum Kind, and it's a Black Blossom Hand Serum. I've never owned a hand serum. I had already talked to someone the other day with my skincare collection. Like, I have some things that I've had for a while, and people were telling me before it goes bad to make sure to put it on your hands. So that's what I was going to do, and then this showed up. This is formulated especially for your hands to help plump up fine lines. The next thing we have, this is technically not a makeup item, but it's to be used with makeup. We have a 3-piece brush set, and this is from the brand LaRousse, and they say that these retail for $96, I think is what it is. They feel nice. You know how some of the Moto Pro brushes, they have the little detail on the handles here where it kind of makes it grip pretty well. You know, you don't have to worry about the brush slipping out of your hands. These still have the little like studded effect to them, but yet they feel very slippery. Now, while these brushes do feel nice, I don't want to say that I can fully justify the $96 yet. Based on first impressions, they do feel really nice, really soft, but we'll definitely give these a test to see how they are. And for $96, I would have thought they would have came in better packaging. It just came in a paper envelope. Okay, now the 2 items actually are makeup. First up, we have an item from Beauty, and this is the Power Move Creamy Matte Lip Crayon. And the shade that I have is Pavlova. I'm really bad at pronouncing these things. But one thing I do want to note right offhand, like the color that you see here does not match the color that you see on the cap whatsoever. Like, and even the product itself. Okay, maybe this is a better way to show it. But like, this is much lighter than this. And the last thing we have is from Too Faced Cosmetics. And this is the Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow. I'm so excited to try this. And the shade that I have is Chocolate Malt. This is supposed to be 24-hour wear, waterproof, sweatproof, doesn't budge. I'm so excited to try this. But yeah, that is all of the makeup and skincare that we received in both of these boxes. So now we're going to go into the try-on portion. Alright, so we have a ton of products to go through in today's video, so I'm going to try to put everything on in an order that kind of makes sense, but if I forget something or if something doesn't get tested out in today's video, I do apologize. Alright, so the first thing we're trying out in today's video are the eye masks from Rodial. Now the Dragon's Blood, they have different pieces in this skincare line, and I think it's one of their most popular. A lot of people really enjoy it. I had originally intended on wearing this while I did my eye makeup, but I think because you have to leave this on for like 20 or 30 minutes, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sit back and relax and just let these kind of do their thing. Now they do have like a double layer of material on both sides of each of the eye masks, and I took them off on one side and I'm kind of leaving it on the outer part, that way it kind of doesn't dry out, because with it being on for so long, hopefully it doesn't dry out as fast. So I'm just going to leave this here. So far they're not moving around a whole lot. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble, but the other one I put it in place and it's kind of stuck there. So I'm just going to hang out for 30 minutes, watch Devin play his games and see how he does and see how these do, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I may have actually forgotten and left these on longer than I was supposed to. Normally when I take off eye patches, there's a lot of serum left over and I can pat it in, but this is kind of fully absorbed. Like, it's good to go. Ooh, and it's cold. Feels nice. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is focus on the eye makeup. And I'm going to use the Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow from Too Faced. But this is a true first impression because I have not even swatched it. Like, there's a swatch of the product. Wouldn't that make a pretty, like, lipstick? I think that would be really cool. So I'm just going all in like I always do and everything. And I probably should have done just a little bit and then built up the coverage, but, you know, this is just how I am. Go for it and then see what happens next. And let me get a brush. I think that would work a little bit better. You can definitely blend it out with your fingertips, but it does pretty well with the brush as well. It feels very comfortable on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's tight or irritating the skin in any way. I kind of like it. Okay, so I attempted to do wing eyeliner, and you know, I have a hard time with it because I have hooded eyes, and also like the skin on my eyes here is very textured. It's like it moves a lot, like it's loose skin. I have a really hard time with it, but I managed to do a little bit of a wing, and to clean it up, I'm gonna dip into this shade here, All Nighter. There, you can see it. And I'm going to use a little liner brush from the set that we got. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shadow, and I'm going to tap it over that wing eyeliner just to make it a little bit smoother. This is probably going to be one of my most boring eye looks that I've done on this channel. I just want to play more with wing eyeliner. I'm really trying to practice hard and get better at it because that is the thing I have the most trouble with. So I guess I'm not really getting a good chance to test out this palette, so I'll try to use this again in a future video, but I'm going to use probably 1 or 2 more shades from this for the whole look. But we're going to go ahead and work on the base now so that I can come back and finish up the eye look after I have this part done. So next we're going with the Bloom Effects, the Royal Tulip Nectar. I've used it several times before and I don't have any issues with it wearing it underneath makeup. So I'm just going to use a tiny amount of that today just to kind of add a little bit of hydration into my skin so that the foundation will have a good base for it. And you take just the smallest, I don't even know if you can see that. You take just the smallest amount of the product. There's another look at it. It looks kind of gross, to be honest, but I like it. And then you just warm it up between your fingers. And sorry, that's the dogs that you're hearing. And I'm just going to massage this into my skin. My skin honestly just feels so nice and it looks nice after I use that product. But I still think that little bit that I did was probably a little bit too much. But we're just going to go with it. And this may be a mistake, but I'm going to go in with the primer as well. This is the Soft Matte Pro Filter Soft Matte Pro Filter Primer from Fenty Beauty. I'm just going to go with it. This is a good test to see how well it does with other products. But I'm just going to press this into my trouble areas. And we're going to do our color correcting before we start our foundation. Alright, so next we're going to test out the foundation brush in the $96 set. We're going to use the same Bounce foundation that I think I used in my more recent video. So this would be a good test because this is a foundation that I know I love. And it normally blends pretty well on its own, but I'll still probably go over this with a beauty blender just to make sure that there's no marks or anything. And actually this brush isn't leaving any marks on my face. Okay. The brush is actually pretty good. Very happy about that. This is leaving no marks on my skin. Now you still can see some of the breakouts coming through here, but as far as the brush, it's doing such a good job. Very pleasantly surprised by that. And it's doing well blended in the foundation here in the nose area as well. This brush is amazing. I normally have been putting on the foundation and then I go in immediately with sponge and kind of smooth it out that way. This did such a good job, and I don't know if it's drinking up the foundation. That might be the only downside of this. Maybe that's why it's applying so flawlessly, because it's like soaking up the excess or something. I don't know if it's the primer I was using or the combination of the primer and this thing, but my foundation, like, I have dry patches and stuff in different areas, and I don't know, that's where maybe the skincare comes in, but my skin is feeling nice. It is looking nice. This brush does such a good job. It didn't cause any bunching up of the product. I used it for the under eye and I applied a little bit too much concealer, which is easy to do with that Huda Beauty one, but I need this in a concealer brush. Whatever this company is, La Rousse, whatever the name is. I need this in a smaller size for a concealer so that I can get up here with the brush, because even blending it out this way, like, I managed to make it work, but it would be a lot easier if it was a smaller brush. This is amazing, okay? This was a home run. And the last brush that was in the set is actually a highlighter brush, but I'm going to use it to set my under eye. Where it's really flexible and angled, I think it would be good for setting the under eye concealer. And then I might still use it for highlighter afterwards, but I just want to try it out for this first. And I'm going to set the forehead where I have my wrinkles up there. Just go ahead and set those before it starts the foundation settling in them. This one, I actually do recommend it better probably for setting powder rather than highlighter, because this grabs a ton of product. And I think if you're, you know, most people don't want highlighter absolutely everywhere, and I think that's going to apply a ton of it. Okay, and now I'm going back into the Too Faced Liquid Shadow, and I'm going to attempt to put it on the lower lash line. It may not, I'm worried it's going to dry down a little bit too fast for that, so I'm just putting a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take the same brush that I used earlier dip into that and see if we can kind of spread it out before it gets, you know, away from us. And you have to make sure you work quickly because it did try to set before I got it fully blended out because I was using such a small amount. For the eyelids, I was going in kind of heavy with it, so it gave me more playtime with it, but for the lower lash line, definitely work fast. For inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with Moonlit and mix that with Seashells. Moonlit is a very pale yellow shade, and I think it would mix really well with this too so that it's not too yellow for the inner corner. And we're just going to pop that in there. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing just slightly on the brow bone. And for mascara, I'm going to use the one from Pat McGrath. This is the Dark Star Mascara. They gifted this to me to do a review on, and this has been my absolute favorite mascara, especially if I don't feel like putting on false lashes. This one is super intense, and I love the length it adds to my lashes. Okay, so I'm looking through the makeup and skincare, everything that's on the desk, and I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think they sent me a bronzer or a highlighter, so I'm going to use the Ofra Good To Go palette for the bronzer and the highlight, and the blush. We're going to try out the one from NARS. And again, like, I don't know about this color, but I want to try it out. We'll see. And then I still have to do the lips. The lips is going to be super, super bright. I don't know. I guess that's kind of why I went a little bit softer with the eye look. But anyways, let's put some color back into this face, and then we'll get to the lipstick. Okay, so that blush wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I don't know how it's looking on camera to you guys, but in the viewfinder, I keep looking at it, and so far I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. My makeup, I've not had a good makeup day like this in a while. I'm really enjoying it today. I know you can probably still see some breakouts, but I'm not super, super, super full coverage kind of girl. I'm okay seeing some of my natural skin peek through, and I'm really enjoying the way this looks. And I know it went a little bit heavy with the highlighter, like on the tip of my nose and even here, but I love it. I'm sorry, I'm so happy to have a good makeup day. Oh, I forgot to, yeah, lipstick. Moment of Truth. And again, this is from Bite Beauty, and this is in the shade Pavlova. It's P-A-V-L-O-V-A. This is either going to make or break this. I think I want to go ahead and hydrate my lips a little bit, so I'm going to break into the Incredible set. I haven't even opened this yet, and I don't know why I haven't, because I've been so excited for this. These are in glass containers, and I don't know what the difference is between the two besides the stones. I thought maybe one would be a different scent or something, so I'm not really sure. I'm just going to go with whichever one I want to use, and today it's Amethyst. But look how cute these are. I love it. Plus, who else finds this entertaining? Like, with it just floating to the bottom or dropping to the bottom. Like, I would be doing this all the time. Oh, and this little amethyst in the roller ball too. Okay. Ooh, I need to do a lip scrub. My lips are pretty rough right now. And I love that it's a self-sharpening one. It's not one that you have to actually get a sharpener with. I despise those. Like, I wish everything would just be a mechanical anyways, instead of having to get a pencil sharpener out. But, okay, I got foundation on my lips. Okay, so let's try that again. Put that back on the lips because I had to just wipe it off. Okay, sorry I keep procrastinating. I think I'm just scared to use this because I don't know what the color is going to be. If it will be like dark like this, I think that'd be really pretty, but I don't think it is. Nope. I'm still not mad about it. Okay, I'm really glad I went... I'm really super glad that I went neutral with the eye look, because I don't know what I have done. Like, if I had done a super colorful look in the eyes and then had this on the lips, I'm not sure how well it would look. But overall, I think this is pretty. Might need a lip liner with that. So I'm just going to use one from Colourpop. This is with the collab with Bretman Rock. Alright, now I'm going to go back over with this. This is the final look using pretty much everything between the two boxes that I got in today's video. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Like, this is one of my favorite looks. I can hardly talk. I'm really enjoying the way this looks, and I'm so mad that it's super late at night and not earlier in the day so that I could go out and show the world my beautiful face, because I feel very confident in the way this looks. The only thing I didn't use from the boxes is the Dose of Colors eyeliner, and it's just because I forgot, to be honest, because it was a lot of products to use in today's video. And also, I kind of want to leave it the way it is. I think this would do okay in the waterline, but because I've got the bold wing liner, the lashes, and the lip, I think this would kind of put it over the top, and I kind of just want to leave it the way it is. I like the way this looks. I know I had the eyeshadow palette from Iconic London, and I didn't really get a chance to try a lot of the shades. I really only used 3 in today's video, so I will try my best to use this in an upcoming video, because just a little bit that I tried today, I enjoyed it. And especially that inner corner highlight looks gorgeous, and the brow bone here, it looks so good. I'm sorry, you know, whenever you're having a good makeup day and you just feel like, I can just take on anything, and you have a lot of confidence, this look is giving it to me, and I'm just really enjoying it. And anyways, the NARS blush, and sorry I got swatches on my hand here, the NARS blush ended up not being as weird. Like, for some reason on camera it looks super pale, but it's actually a super intense, like, it's a super bright, vivid pink. And it blended really well between the bronzer and the contour shade that I used. And then I did my highlighter first, and then put the blush over top of it. It works. It worked out really well. The liquid eyeshadow from Too Faced, I want to try more of this formula. This was super nice. It blended very well. I do highly recommend using your brush instead of your fingers. Just, it blends a lot easier that way. Not that it's impossible, but if you have nails like I do, and ooh, my nails almost match the eyeshadow. But my nails, I tapped it into the inner corner a little bit too far because they're super long right now. The skincare, I already knew I liked this, so I can't really, my opinion of that hasn't changed. The eye patches, I like the eye patches. I didn't have any issues with my under eye area. And the primer, there were a lot of good things I tried out in this video today. This Fenty primer, the soft matte one, it's better than the hydrating one. The hydrating one, unless you have intensely dry skin, don't try it. If you have super dry skin, their hydrating line is perfect. But this, that's so good. The roller gloss, amazing. Love those. The brush, okay. The brush set, I don't really care for the highlighter brush. Like, it's okay, but I have others that I can easily replace that with. The foundation brush is where it's at. And this is going to make me mad if I have to, like, I got it in the box. It's amazing. I'm very happy. But what if I lose this brush and have to repurchase it? I'm going to be mad if I have to spend $96 to get this in that set again. I'm hoping you can buy this as a single brush, because I actually want to get a couple of these. And if they have a concealer brush, I want that one too. I flippin' love this brush. Love it. This was a good experience. Everything performed well. And I love the way my makeup turned out. It's so pretty. I'm sorry, I'll stop saying it. I feel like I'm so full of myself. But often, you know, in these try-on videos, it's the first impressions, and sometimes they just don't work out. And this is the first time in a while that I've had everything just work out well. And yeah, I have my hair in a side pony with a scrunchie. This was just fun. I enjoyed doing my makeup today. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. First impressions, brushes coming in a little cheap envelope like that. Man, this brush is good. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm done. I love you all. I hope you're having a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. And make sure you hit subscribe before you leave. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.